Hello dear students, here I am Dr. Amjad Ali and we are going to practically solve another EViews example, that is stepwise regression, which is given on the page number 147, and the book we are following, that the Introductory Econometrics for Finance, written by Chris Brooks. And the data for the peer stepwise regression is the same data set which we have uh, data set used in example 2 on chapter 4. Okay, we have the same data set here, and now we discuss some of the qualities of the stepwise regression. Stepwise regression is an automatic variable selection procedure which chooses the jointly most important explanatory variable from a set of uh, expected or candidate variables. There are number of different stepwise regression procedure, but the simplest is the unidirectional forward method. This starts with no variable in the regression, and then we have to select first the lowest probability variable, and if it is included, then the variable which the second lowest p-value condition upon the first variable already being included. So on, this procedure will continue. You have to select the lowest and then highest, and then procedure will go on. The procedure continue until the next lowest p-value relative to those already included variable is large than some specified threshold value. Okay, the selection stops with no more variable being incorporated into the model. To conduct a stepwise regression will automatically select from among these variables that most important one for the explaining the variation in the stock return of Microsoft. So here we have all the explanatory variable, and here EViews are with the help of EViews stepwise regression will select all those variable which are highly significant, will use as a model. So for this, Brooks is demanding that you have to click on object, new object. So we have to So here we have to click on object and then new object. We are using equation, so that's why we click on OK. Here we have a tab here. So here we are we have to save the equation. The Brooks is demanding that we have to save the equation as Microsoft stepwise. So for this we have to click on the list of the tests available. So here we have stepwise least square, so click on stepwise least square. So first you have select the dependent variable. Okay, here we have the dependent variable is Microsoft return and constant, so you have to copy these variables and then click paste it here. So here we have the Microsoft return, and then you have to type all the variable by yourself following any of you can say that any order. So here Brooks is mentioning that you have to select these expected variables. So I have copied these variables and then pasted it as a regressor, as an independent variable. So stepwise regression will automatically select those variables which are highly significant as a model and ignore all the irrelevant or you can say that insignificant variable from the model. So here we have to click on option. So this is the same screenshot which is given on page number 148. So see, this is the same screenshot which is given on the page number 148. So this is the same screenshots. See here. Okay, now we have to click on option. So by clicking on option, we have the number of ways to conduct the regression, and this is the same screenshot which is given on page number 148. So this is the same screenshot, but see here we have a significance p-value is equal to 0.5. so we have to change as per Brooks is given is 0.2, so we have to change it 0.2. so here we have to change it 0.2. so here we have also some commands on forwards and backward. So forward will start with the list of the required regressor, or you can say independent variable will sequentially add to them, while backward will start by including all of the variables and will sequentially delete those variables from the regressor which are insignificant. So but we are here using a default criterion to include variable, and we are modifying only the p-value because the previous one is 5%, so here or you can say 5, so here we are using 2. So we have a same screenshot here which the Brooks have. So click on, now we have to click on OK. As we press OK, same screenshot will appear which Brooks has given on page number 149. So this is the same screenshot we have found here. So you can compare these two screenshots. So here the more important interpretation point of view, that see here we have only three variable, but 3 independent or explanatory variable are regressor. But when we have pasted the variable, there are around 7 variables, and stepwise regression has selected only few variables which are more relevant, or you can say the significant variable. Insignificant variables which we have estimated in our previous examples are ignored here. Okay, see here is here ER Sandeep or you can say S&P 500 return highly significant, and then R term is less significant, and then deflation is less significant, and after that highly insignificant variables have been deleted from the model. Like we have money supply here, we have selected the money supply, we have default spread, and we have credit variable. All those variables have been removed, and we have here only the excess market return and the term structure and unexpected inflations, only 3 variables. But before proceeding, see here we have a highly significant F test, and we have a R square and adjusted R square, and we have a standard error of regression line, and we have a residual sum of square. And here at the end we have a added here we have written the variables which the stepwise regression has been added. Okay, at the end there are some objections or criticism on the stepwise regression procedure at the most on the basic level. Okay, some authors or some researchers argued that no better than the automatic procedure for the data mining, in particular if the list of the potential candidate variables is long and result from a fishing trip rather than a strong prior financial theories. So if we are not using the stepwise regression procedure, then we have to rely on data mining, and data mining is considered more automatic procedure as compared to stepwise regression. Moreover, there is another issue that the variable selection procedure implies that the size of the test on the parameter attached to the variable in the final model will not be nominal value like normally by default it is given only 5%, and sometime but here we are using at 2%, but sometimes we mostly rely on 1%. So the p-value for the test involve the parameter in the final regression should really be modified to take into account that the model result from the sequential procedure although they are usually not in a statistical package such as EView. So stepwise regression procedure actually give you the those results which which are significant and insignificant, either they are actual results are ignored by the stepwise regression. So this is the stepwise regression and its interpretation. Okay, see you with the next EViews example. Ciao.